I was like, oh my god, Allison's up her butt. Oh no. I was like, oh no, I'm not. No. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. And in today's video we are doing something a little different. So a couple weeks ago on Instagram I asked if you guys would want to see a get ready with me / story time, like an informal video. A lot of you said yeah, you guys wanted to see it, so that's what I'm doing today. It's not going to be a long video, but if you still want to grab your tea or a drink, mocha latte, grab a drink, grab a snack, something is gonna get a little juicy. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before I start telling the story, I'm just gonna let you guys know that this is not a tutorial. Also, but I will say what products I am using and I'll link them down below so you guys can look them up and stuff. The first thing I like to do is my brows. This one is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is the one that I use if I don't use the Anastasia Brow Wiz, so I like this one a lot. So this is a story of how one of my friends almost got me jumped by a crackhead. So this was probably junior year. That was like 2 years ago. If you guys didn't know, I am a first year MBA student, so I have recovered from this situation. I'm gonna give you some background knowledge. So I had two really close friends in college, Allison and Claudia. Love them to death. We always have fun together when we are together, but only one in particular be getting me into situations. And this friend in particular is Allison. So this was junior year, probably spring semester junior year. I'm pretty sure this was around the time I had a burst of like a health kick, because this was right after I went through a breakup after like a 5-year relationship. So I just wanted to get back into shape just to start feeling better about myself, because at the time I had pretty low self-confidence and we were all just starting to be in a health kick, except Claudia, because Claudia always been in a health kick. Ooh, I can't talk while doing my eyebrows. And we were all going to we were all eating healthy. We were always going to the gym and stuff. So let me give you some background knowledge on how I met Allison. So I met Allison when I was a freshman in college. We were in the same Business 101 course, and our professor kind of forced us to talk to each other at one point. And since then, we've been friends. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Love Allison. So for primer, I'm going to be using the Catrice Goodbye Pores. And for another primer, because I used two, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Prime. So these are the ones that I'll be using all the time. I'm not a beauty guru, so I'm trying to make it focus. Oh, there we go. Focused. So I think we finished class, or we didn't have class, or we were going to have class. Just at this point, we were not having class. Allison wanted to go to the supermarket at the time, and the city that we went to school in was known notoriously for the amount of drugs and like drug dealing and crackheads being in the city. It's not like the most safest city, but it does have a nice school that we went to. So we went there and we were going to the nearest Market Basket at the time. If you know what Market Basket is, if you're in New England, that's the supermarket we went to. There was two in the city. One that I usually go to, the one that's farther away from the school, or the one that's closest to the school, which is kind of, not the best. But we were in a rush, I think, and Allison needed to go to Market Basket, and she asked me if I wanted to go with her. And I was like, sure. So I went. Lord, have I regret that decision. We went to Market Basket. I forgot what we were buying, and at the time Allison was going through some medical issues that I obviously will not disclose because that's not my business, and she needed to use the bathroom. And I was just like, okay. So I don't personally use public bathrooms like that. I was like, really have to? And I'm pretty sure she's the same way as well. So obviously she really needed to use the bathroom. So I was like, okay, girl, just go to the bathroom. So we were walking around at first. Then as we passed by the bathroom, that's when she went. So we were buying stuff and all that. Then she saw the bathroom and she was like, oh, I'm gonna head in. And I was like, okay. So I'm sitting in front of the bathroom because I didn't need to go. Okay, so next I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation. This is the Pore Filter foundation, the soft matte longwear foundation. This one's in the shade 420. That's the shade that I'm in. And I take a brush like this and just kind of buff it in. So I was just sitting outside minding my business, waiting for Allison to come out of the bathroom. And I noticed this lady that seemed like she was waiting for the bathroom as well. And she kind of looked like I don't want to be offensive because obviously like people have their own issues that they're dealing with, obviously. But you can tell like she had a struggle with drugs. She seemed like she really needed to get into the bathroom. Allison at this point was taking a little longer than she usually does. But like I didn't really care. I just sat there. And then homegirl, we're just going to call her the crackhead. Poor thing. we're gonna call her the crackhead. She was just minding her business, just waiting. And I didn't say anything to her because, like, obviously, like, it's not my business. It's not my business. So Allison comes out the bathroom. And I'm just like, oh, is everything okay? She said, yeah. And the lady goes in. So we start walking away. And Allison's about to, like, read off, like, the things that she needed to get again. Literally right when she left the bathroom and she started looking at, like, what she needed to buy. She goes, oh, shoot. I left my phone in the bathroom. And I was just like, oh, well, that lady just went in. Just wait for her to come out. It won't be that long. Oh, my nose is itching. And we were like, okay. So we just kind of waited for her to, like, come out. When I said this lady took years to come out of the bathroom, like forever to come out of the bathroom. And I was just like, we were literally probably standing in front of the bathroom for at least 25 to 30 minutes waiting for this lady to come out. And I don't remember if this actually happened. Allison, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she knocked on the door to see, like, if she was okay, and the lady was just like, yeah, I'll be right out. So Allison was like, oh, okay. So she sat back. And at this point, there was other people waiting for the bathroom as well. So it wasn't just us waiting for the bathroom. There was, like, a line of women waiting, and everyone was kind of confused why it was taking so long. So the lady finally eventually comes out, and she starts walking away, kind of. And, oh, sorry. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty concealer. I don't know if it has a name. The Pro Filter Concealer, the Instant Retouch Concealer. This one's also in 420. The lady eventually comes out, and Allison runs back in. She explains to the ladies that were in line that she had to, like, check to see if her phone was in there. And she swore on her life that she put this phone in this bathroom behind the toilet. So when Allison went back into the bathroom, she went and looked for her phone. Her phone wasn't there. She comes back out and she was like, Vanessa, my phone's not in there. And I was just like, are you sure? And she was just like, yeah. And I was just like, well, where else could it be? Like, that's what I was kind of confused. I was like, where else could it be? Like, you brought it in here with you, didn't you? And she was just like, yeah. So the little lady, crackhead lady, obviously she looked like she was shot up in the bathroom, sadly. So she was just kind of out of it a little bit. And, oh, and I'm using this e.l.f. face sponge, total face sponge, is that what it's called? Love this. $5, great. So the lady was right there, and sadly, like I said, she looked like she just, like, shot up. That's why she was probably taking forever in the bathroom. And Allison kindly asks, hey, did you see a phone in the bathroom? And the lady was like, no. And Allison was just like, really? Because I really think I left my phone in the bathroom. Allison was being as nice as possible, by the way. She wasn't trying to blame or anything. She just said she thought she left her phone in the bathroom. Part of me kind of regret watching her blame this lady, because what happened after was so uncalled for. So the lady starts rashing the heck out of both of us. Mind you, I didn't say a word to this lady, by the way. I was minding my business. I was just like, if you're going to accuse the crackhead, you're going to accuse the crackhead. It's not going to be me accusing the crackhead. The lady starts cussing at us, and she was just like, you blah, 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 you mother you little da, 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 da. Like, I didn't take your mother phone, da, 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 da. And I'm sitting here like, poor Allison, her heart is so pure and sweet. She literally looked like she was about to cry, and I was in the corner laughing, because I was just like, man, if you really didn't take this phone, you making yourself look so guilty. Because at this point, everyone was staring at us. Everyone was watching us. What made it worse is that this crackhead starts running. She starts running out the door. And I was like, oh, shoot. Allison, let me call your phone. And she was just like, why? And I was just like, okay. So if you're in the Boston area, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But you know Mass Ave, where all the crackheads congregate? I heard when people are trying to smuggle drugs, they put it up their butthole. I was like, I heard crackheads on Mass Ave put drugs up their butthole. So if I call your phone and it's on vibrate, we gonna know she took it. She goes, okay. So I start calling her phone, right? Mind you, everyone in the behind us was just like, she took it. She's looking so sus. I swear she had to have taken your phone, because she wouldn't act like that if she didn't take your phone. And everyone was egging this situation on. Oh, sorry. I'm using the Maybelline concealer, Fit Me concealer. This one's in 35 deep. Obviously you can tell it's not that deep, but it's kind of like a neutral color, so it kind of balances out all the yellow that's on my face. So I call her phone, and this has had to be pure utter coincidence from this situation, because let me tell you what happened. So me and Allison's in the aisle where the crackhead's running down, and I'm just like this, and me and Allison was just waiting. Swear to God, right when my phone started ringing, this crackhead dead ass looked us in the face like this. But she was like, obviously she looked back at us right when the phone rang, right? So I was like, oh my God, Allison's up her butt. Your phone's up her butt. I felt bad for doing that because I felt so bad. But I was like, oh my God, phone's up her butt. Then Allison was like, oh yeah, we there. So we went to the front and we got the manager and we explained what happened. She tells him, like, there's this lady, she was taking blah blah blah, like my phone, and she was being mad sus, and she started cussing at us. And by this time the crackhead was almost out the door, and she told us that she was getting her fellow crackheads to come back and beat us up. And I was just like, oh no. I was like, oh no, I'm not, no. I'm not gonna have a crackhead beat me up. I'm not gonna have multiple crackheads jump me. For what? It was not my phone that was stolen. I didn't accuse you. I just said it might have been up your butt. So the crackhead's out the door. And we're trying to explain to the manager, like, what happened. And he was like, what do you want to do? Do you want to file a police report? And Allison was like, yeah. So they called the police. And the lady at that was calling the police was like, hey, do you want to make sure you check your car or something just to make sure it was not in the bathroom or whatever? And Allison was just like, no, I swear it was in the bathroom, but I will check my car. So Allison goes and checks her car. And I'm sitting there shaking in my bootstraps because I was just like, Lord, if this crackhead comes here with her groups of crackheads and Allison's not back in this store and I'm the one that gets beat up, Lord help me, because I'm not getting jumped by crackheads today. I'm sitting there waiting. It probably took Allison like 10 minutes to come back. It wasn't long, but it wasn't short either. So she comes back and she dead ass looks me in the face, mind you, and goes, it was in my car. And I go,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
So I told her, you want to go up to that lady, tell her to tell the cops not to come here, and let's go. She sadly goes up to the lady and explains to her that, oh, jokes, my phone was in my car. So I was using the Fit Me by Maybelline powder. Sorry, I'm not doing the best at explaining it, but I'm pretty sure it's in dark deep or something like that. Medium deep. 30 medium deep. And now I'm gonna set my face with the Rimmel Stay Matte translucent powder, and I use this really big fluffy brush, and after that I go back with the Total Face sponge and I kind of press it in like I did with the Fit Me powder under my eyes. So Allison goes and tells this lady that my phone was in my car, and the lady seemed kind of annoyed but relieved at the same time because the cops weren't coming. And by this time everyone kind of knew what happened. Allison quickly gathers her stuff and she buys the rest of the stuff that she needed. We go out to the parking lot, and there's this lady in the parking lot. This random lady that was like, I saw her. She was looking such, she def had your stuff, blah, blah, blah. And Allison's like, hey, I found my phone, but wasn't she acting really suspicious like she took it? She was just like, yeah, I saw her running that way, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, Allison, let's get the heck out of here. For a contour, I'm using the contour palette by City Colors, and I'm using the dark contour shade. That's right here. So we get back into the car. Poor Allison's red as heck. She's about to cry. I'm laughing my ass off because the crackhead didn't take her phone, but I instigated that situation. So for highlight, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter. This one's in Afternoon Snack and Mo Honey. Since then, we barely went back to that market basket. I think we went back to that market basket once after the situation. It was an emergency. Other than that, we never went back to that one because we were scared we were gonna run into the crackhead. I was low-key terrified for my life because if I saw this crackhead again, I don't know what I would do, especially if I was alone. So yeah, that's the story of how my friend almost got me jumped by a crackhead. Lastly, I'm gonna go with the clear gloss from Fenty Beauty. Remember to check out Allison's page. I'm gonna link it down below. But I think you guys should subscribe to her channel. It would be great if you did. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!